There are a couple of rules for us to determine whether something written in the Bible, any chapter, any event written in the Bible is historical or not. And these are very simple things. So we look at the whole thing as if we are in the court of history. We have, in order to have an equal opinion, or in order to assess actually what happened, we have to see what the other side says about the same thing. So if we read the Bible all along, from Genesis 1, all the way up to the Book of Kings, chapter number 14, it is when Rehoboam, in his 5th year of his reign, the king Shishak of Egypt runs a campaign against Judah. He doesn't say Judah, he doesn't say anything, he doesn't mention the name of the country, and it is actually understandable because the Egyptians look all the time at this country as part of their province, and they didn't like to see other kingdoms there. They said, that's our provinces. So the Egyptian king Shishak made a campaign to this country, and we can date approximately the campaign to about 925 BCE. And it is very interesting because the Bible talks about this campaign, and the Bible only talks about Jerusalem, and that King Shishak came to Jerusalem, and King Rehoboam took all the shields, the gold of shields that Solomon had done, and everything, and he gave him all kind of maybe tribute or something, or compensations, or something like that, gave to the king of Egypt, and the king of Egypt, as a result, withdrew from the country. This is what the Bible says. But Shishak himself says, no, he says, I conquered like 60 cities in this country, and I destroyed so and so many people, and killed so and so many people, destroyed so and so many cities, and my campaign was not only to the southern part of Judah, but I went all the way up to about the area of Megiddo, Beit Shean. This is about the areas where he went to. So he made quite extensive campaign in the country, something that the Bible doesn't tell us anything about it. So this is where the Bible enters the history. And from here and on, we get more and more testimonies from the other side. In 925, it's the Egyptians, but then slightly later, it changes into the Assyrians. In the 9th century, we are already encountering Assyrian kings, like some of them, perhaps the most important king was Shalmaneser III, that we have testimonies from Shalmaneser, and then we have all the way to the destruction of the kingdom of Israel. In the year 853 BCE, the king Shalmaneser III made a campaign from Assyria to the Levant, to the southern Levant, and he confronted a coalition of local kings that fought against him and against his campaign. This coalition was headed by King Ahab, who came to the battle with the largest contingents, the largest military, with the largest chariots and horses. And most probably they defeated Shalmaneser III, and Shalmaneser III had to withdraw back again to Assyria and to recuperate and to recruit more military, and then to come back again and then with his campaign he conquered the north part of Israel, put a siege over Damascus, couldn't conquer it, and withdrew. So this campaign is also mentioned in the Bible. But what is not mentioned in the Bible here is again very interesting, is that the battle that Ahab conducted against Shalmaneser III in the year 853 totally goes without any saying in the Bible. The Bible doesn't mention it at all. And if we didn't have the Assyrians telling us about Ahab, we would never know that he was such a powerful king that he could defeat the king of Assyria. The next most significant one was the king Tiglath-Pileser III, who made a military campaign in the years 734 to 732 BCE. But he was much more successful than Shalmaneser III. He managed to destroy the kingdom of Damascus and put an end to this kingdom. From 732, we don't hear anything about the kingdom of Damascus. And in addition to that, he conquered again the entire northern part of Israel, but he did not conquer Samaria. And the king of Judah was very startled about it. He was frightened about it because he knew that the northern are much more powerful than the southern Judah. And the Bible says that they sent briberies to King Tiglath-Pileser III and said, go ahead and put pressure on this northern. It happened twice, by the way. What is interesting is that Tiglath-Pileser doesn't mention it at all. He doesn't say, I got briberies from the king of Judah and I came down to save you. No, he didn't mention it at all. Most probably the king, Tiglath-Pileser III, what he had in his mind, most probably, we don't know exactly, but what he had in his mind was to conquer all the buffer states on their way to Egypt. All the Mesopotamian kings wanted one thing. They wanted to put their hands on the gold of Egypt. He never did it. And in fact, the Assyrians did not conquer Egypt, but the Persians did it later on.
播种国际事工，邀请您与我们携手前行，使撒种的有种，使要吃的有粮。了解更多详情，请洽播种国际事工。